Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at how to air dribble alongside the pros and cons of the mechanic. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching, check out my Medify, which features a free consultation for if you're not totally sure about whether coaching is for you or not. Make sure to join my Discord as well, as that's where you can ask questions, request tutorials, and then take part in monthly challenges for a chance to have a free coaching lesson with me. All links are in the description below. With that, let's switch our focus over to a step-by-step guide to air dribbling. Okay, so we are going to take air dribbling and break it down into a step-by-step, similar to how we have done with our dribbling in the past. We are going to do the exact same thing here. So for our first step, we are just going to practice rolling the ball up the wall and just popping it off the wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the ball, I'm going to turn here, and I'm just going to press W, make my adjustments, boost up, and just tap the ball off the wall. Simple as that. Now, I have box mod, so I can just pop the ball back towards me. Otherwise, you can just reset and free play and try it again. So just take the ball, roll it up the wall, and just pop it off. Okay, now that we're comfortable with that, we're going to move on. We're actually going to jump off the wall. So the big thing is after we make that touch off the wall, we want to make sure that we jump and we merely air roll a little bit so that we are facing the ball. We don't want to jump off the wall and be sideways. So we don't want something like this where we jump off and I'm just sideways like that. That's not very useful, right? That's going to make it a little bit harder. We want to drive up the wall, jump, and then air roll a little bit so that we're facing the correct direction. So we're going to drive towards the wall at that slight angle. We're going to pop it, we're going to jump, and you can see now I'm kind of in that perfect setup. And we're not going to worry about boosting after the ball yet. We just want to get that set up. And now for our final step, we're actually going to start boosting after the ball. And the big thing is when we're boosting after the ball, we need to be feathering our boost. We don't want to just hold down our boost button the entire time. The other thing is we want to be hitting the underside of the ball. We don't want to hit the back of the ball because then the ball is just going to go away from us. We want to carry it by being underneath the ball. So here I'm going to take the ball, and I'm just going to drive up the wall. I'm going to jump, and then I'm going to make sure that I hit the underside of the ball like so. And that will allow me to kind of get stuck to the back of the ball, and that's what we're looking for. And if you want, you can even go higher up in the air. You don't have to be as low as I was. I can hit it up higher in the air, and now I can kind of glue myself to the underside of this ball and carry it in. Now, the last thing is when we're air dribbling, yes, to start off, we do want to be underneath the ball. We want to be carrying it and having it under control, but as we get closer to the net, we do want to speed up a little bit so that we're not just carrying it into our opponents. So, for example, if I just do this the entire time, it's kind of obvious where I'm going, right? So my opponent's just going to jump, and that's not and he's just going to block it. It's going to be pretty easy. So what we want to do is as we get closer to the net, we stop hitting the underside and we hit more of the back of the ball. So as I jump here, I start by hitting the underside, and as I get closer to the net, I start hitting the front. Now it's faster. And then because I'm hitting the back of the ball instead of the underside, I have a little bit more control on where it goes as well, and I can put it kind of in that corner like I did there. So we pop it up, we air roll, we hit the underside of the ball, we hit the underside, and as we get closer, we hit more of the back, and then we get more speed and less control. So as you're getting comfortable, what you should do is focus purely on the control, hitting the underside of the ball, making sure you can control the ball. Once you're comfortable carrying it into the net, under control, kind of sticking the ball to the front of your car, that's where you can start to adjust and start hitting the back of the ball. So you start by hitting the underside, and as you get close to the net, let your car drift away from the ball by letting go of your boost for a second, and then start hitting the back of the ball for more power. So now let's hop in the training pack and practice. So the first training pack that I want everyone to start off on if you are new to air dribbling is going to be this one. It's just rolling the ball up the wall instead of doing something where it's on top of your car and then double jumping and air dribbling that way. We don't care about that yet. We are going to focus on just rolling it up the wall first. So this is the training pack we'll be using. The code is right there, and if you need it will be in the description below so that you can copy and paste it as well. Okay, so here the ball is already rolling up the wall for us. We don't have to do that part. All we have to do is pop it off the wall, air roll to set ourselves up, and then boost after it. So light pop, air roll, boost after it, hitting the underside of the ball, and then we kind of just carry it in. That's what we're looking for. Now, as we get more comfortable, instead of just carrying it, we can get some more speed. So I can make my touch, I can air roll, I can carry, and now I can start to speed up and try and slot it kind of in that top right corner, or I could go to the other corner if I wanted. Same thing for this one, except we want to let the ball roll past us, and then we want to hit it and then air roll. So let it roll past us, hit it, air roll, and then just tap our boost, and then we can carry it in. And that's me hitting more of the back. If we want to hit more of the underneath or on the underside of the ball, we'll get some more control instead of speed. So if I do the same thing, and then I focus on just hitting the underside of the ball, I'll be able to carry it more into that corner But either way, as long as you're comfortable carrying underneath, then it's fine if you hit more of the back of the ball, if you would rather have speed and less control. Finally, we have this shot that is a little bit closer to the net, and because of that, we do need to hit the underside of the ball, not at an angle, so that it doesn't go closer to the net. We don't want that. We're already close enough. So we're going to hit the underside, so it just pops straight out. Keep hitting the underside and then just boost in, and you can see I used a little bit of my A and D keys there so that I could turn with the ball a little bit. And you'll see here that because I want to go right, I'm just going to hit the left side of the ball, and that will allow me to get close to the net and carry it in. Now, if you do want more speed, then you can hit the back of the ball, and that will work as well. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask in the comments below or ask me in my Discord. This is probably the best training pack for you guys to use as you're learning fundamental air dribbles, and once you're comfortable, there's a more advanced training pack that I will make a video on later. But if you want that now, you can also join my Discord and ask me for it, and I will just send you a training pack code so that you can get that in your library. With that, that's all I have for you guys for today. If you're looking to add air rolling into your air dribbles, make sure to subscribe because that's what the next tutorial will revolve around. Otherwise, drop any questions in the comments below or join my Discord to talk with me directly.